Hello, YouTubers! This is Patricia and
Annalie,
and we're here to talk about The Walking Dead.
Yay! New season coming soon.
Yes,
Sunday.
Season 6. Yay!
Yay!
I think we're overdoing it again.
Yes, I think so. But it's so exciting.
Yes, it is. The Walking Dead. We have been waiting patiently. Although I watched the Fear of the Walking Dead.
Yeah. I too watched it.
Well, but I appreciated it and enjoyed it. But anywho, so yeah, we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead. The different episodes. The episode coming up. Season 6, episode 1 coming up. And for right now, we're just going to talk about a recap of all the previous seasons. So yeah, we're going to start with season 1. Mm-hmm. And just talk about, give a little recap and the characters and the moments and, the different episodes that we liked. Okay, so season 1, we start off, of course, with Rick Grimes waking up out of his coma and finding out that there is, the world has ended, so to speak, with the dead walking, or dead people walking. And he's coming out of his coma. Morgan is introduced and his son, and they're helping him out. Let's see, what did I like about season 1? I think the first scene that I liked, especially a zombie scene, was when Rick got to Atlanta. He was on the horse, and he comes around that corner, and there's a horde of zombies. To me, that was like the most fantastic scene.
Oh, when he comes back to Atlanta.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And he sees all those zombies, and they're all looking. And he comes up, because I think he heard the helicopter, right? Mm-hmm. And he comes on the horse, and it's so funny because they all looked. And then they took off after him. And those were fast-walking, looked like zombies.
Because they were fresh.
Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. As we found out in the Fear of the Walking Dead, the fresh ones are faster.
They're faster.
But yes, I thought that was the most perfect zombie scene.
Yes. And the part I love too is when Glenn comes to Rick's rescue.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was near death there.
Oh yeah, he was under the tank.
Under the tank.
And when we talked about it later, mm-hmm. we forgot or didn't realize that he was about to kill himself.
Yes.
Under that tank. So,
yep.
Which, that's what Rick was contemplating killing himself. Let's see, what else happened in season 1? And that is when he's reunited. Well, no, Merle.
Don't forget Merle.
Merle. Yes, who, for some
people love Merle, and some people don't.
See, I don't know, it's a sick kind of love-hate with Merle. I like him. I mean, he is everything wrong about society, pre or post-apocalypse. But I don't know, he's crazy and
he's self-serving.
Well, yes,
but he does care for his brother somewhat.
Yes,
a little bit. I mean,
I think he really does care about his brother, but he chooses himself over his brother. But
yes,
he does care.
Yes.
So you get the whole Merle thing, the left on the roof. They go. Oh, that's when they do.
We gotta talk about him cutting his arm off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the hand. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty hardcore.
Yes, and it would take someone like Merle. I mean, Merle is like this. He's like.
And I question, can you do that without passing out? Or maybe you pass out a little bit along the way and then you start over again and you keep going until it's...
No, the one guy that was stranded in the mountain, when he was doing the mountain climbing.
Yes.
And he cut something off, didn't he?
Yes.
And he survived.
But I think it took him a while too.
To cut it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Merle.
No.
Merle's a
But if somebody's going to do it, and that he cauterized it.
Yes, he had the sense to do that, or the wherewithal to do that.
Yep.
But so Merle is definitely a survivor, and I know that he is hated among most Walking Dead fans, but I don't know, in a kind of a sick kind of way, love-hate kind of way, I like Merle. I like his character. Because he's funny, and he's real, and he is who he is.
Yes.
no matter what.
I don't think that Apocalypse changed him much.
No, that's who he was.
Yes.
He was that way pre-apocalypse, so he's just who he was.
Yep.
Let's see what else went on. They were Rick was reunited with Lori
Yes.
and Carl. We met the other characters, Carol, Dale, Andrea, and her
Of
sister.
course, Carol was still super weak in the beginning.
Yes,
and
very
her transformation through the seasons was pretty amazing.
Yes, yes, and Ed got deaded, which kind of helped her along.
Yes.
Let's see what else happened in season 1. Okay, season 1, it only had the 6 episodes, which I didn't find that out until months ago, because I have to admit I did not start watching The Walking Dead in the beginning. I was a latecomer. Let's see, what season? I think I started in 4th season. And I had been trying to get her to
I think
watch
I was 2 years behind.
And for the longest time, she wouldn't do it. One day, watched it and could not stop. So,
Yep. Binge watched it all the way from 1st to 4th, and then started
fresh
on the 5th.
Yes. Well, did you start at the 5th?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
5th. But let's see what. So, and was that season 1? Oh yeah, the Vatos. I like that when they went to. You remember when they were trying to get the guns?
Yes. And they seemed like this really rough street.
Yes, and they were saying they were gonna kill Glenn and all of that, and come to find out they were, taking care of these elderly people in a what do you call it?
In like an old people's home.
I know I was gonna say old folks, but I didn't think it was appropriate. What do you call them? I don't think of the appropriate word. Oh, folks. Retirement home.
Okay, that's much better. Yes, retirement home.
Yes, and that was and I
his abuela came up and talked when they were in this.
Yeah, when they were getting ready to fire off.
Yes, and she just took all of that tension away, and she fixed it.
I like that. And also, of course, in season 1, we got to meet Daryl, who I love. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much all. Well, the camp, we got overrun, and we lost Amy and Ed, of course. Thank you.
Yep.
Ed, is it not Ed? Jim. Jim was bitten, and Jackie knocked him out. Remember, she said Jim got bit.
No.
You remember Jim, the one that they took and set up against the tree?
Oh,
and he was sick. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he really kind of showed us how the
process.
process worked,
Yeah.
because we didn't really know exactly how that worked, but he just got gradually more sick and
the fever and and then he
Mm-hmm.
eventually was gonna die. He's probably still walking around somewhere.
Yes.
He didn't die. He didn't kill himself. They didn't kill him, so he's out walking around.
Yes.
But okay. So
But what about the gang we just talked about?
the Vatos?
You think they're still alive?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because I saw a deleted scene where they went. The group went back looking for shelter, and everybody was killed. Everybody was killed.
I kind of figured they wouldn't make it, but I don't know. I mean, just because of the nature of it.
Yeah. And at some point I thought they were going to overrun, and I suspect that the person that killed him was the governor. That's my conspiracy theory. And the reason I say that is because remember who saved Merle? The governor. So he had to be there. He had to be in Atlanta.
Yeah, they had to be in close proximity.
They had to be there. So I believe that the governor and his folks killed those people.
It'd be interesting to find out how Woodbury came about. But anyway, that's for later.
Yeah, but there's some novels, I think, based on the governor, and I think they show his progression of how he became an evil person and all of that. But yeah, so the Vatos. I think that's pretty much the gist. Season 1.
Did they make it into the farm? That was season 2 that they made it into the farm?
Season 2, I believe, is where they made it into the farm, because isn't that where Sophia ran off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or right before they got to the.
Well,
No. Wait a minute. She ran off before the farm, and then.
They went. Where did they go? Did they go hunting?
Yes.
Rick and Shane and
Yes.
I can't think. Carl.
Yes,
and
Carl gets shot.
yeah, that's when he got shot.
When he's sitting there looking at the beautiful.
And
farm.
then blam,
Mm.
he's out. But and I don't know how I just forgot to talk about Shane before.
Oh.
Shane is my favorite person. For season 1, it's all about Shane for me.
Mm.
It's all about Shane. Well, of course I do love Daryl, but yeah. So
and this is season 2.
yeah.
I think I lost because I liked Shane too,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up until he killed Otis.
Oh, see.
I'm gonna say he killed.
No, he
Otis
didn't
dead.
kill. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now.
To save himself.
Well, no. No, he did not kill
Yes.
Otis to say. But people and everybody thinks of Shane in a very bad light because of the Otis thing. But if you look at it, okay.
He knew he was wrong because he went nuts and shaved his head.
Well, because anybody killing somebody that way would go nuts. But he
Yes.
did it for the right reason. I mean, we're a kill or be killed kind of situation. Carl needed, I forget what it was, respirator or something?
Yeah, he needed something for surgery, right?
Or he would die.
He
Anyway,
would
so
die.
Shane was faced with Carl dying or killing Otis,
No.
leaving him to be eaten. The zombies would be busy eating Otis so that he can get away and save.
But why couldn't
Carl.
Otis have taken
But he wouldn't.
the stuff?
But Otis refused to.
Oh, you're saying because Otis was a good person and he would have had to help Shane?
Yes, Otis would not
There's a point there.
do that.
'Cause
He would
he's
not
good.
leave him.
Yeah, right,
He
right.
wouldn't leave him. And Shane knew that. So Shane was like,
Yep.
okay, he's not gonna go. Somebody gotta go because Carl is dying. So he killed him. And he even said before he shot him, I'm sorry.
Yes.
He said, I'm sorry. But he had to do what he had to do. Shane, I like Shane because he was where he needed to be. I mean, he obviously got there faster than everyone else.
Yep.
But that's where Rick and the rest of them, most of them are right now, is where Shane was.
Or maybe even a little
before.
bit further. Some of them now.
Yeah, because, even though Shane did those kinds of things,
Yeah.
he still,
Now it seems very preemptive that they can act on something
'Cause-
if they don't feel good about it.
Because
for the common
Rick
good.
is either either you do or die.
Yes.
So, but yes, okay, good. One of the better scenes in season 2 was when Shane went berserk at the barn.
Yes.
Acting wise, that was one of the best acting scenes in that season.
Yes.
I forget the actor's name, but he was, perfect. He did all perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that we were talking about, as far as what started that wasn't that when Rick had the.
Yes, Rick had gone to help Herschel and his farmhands to get these zombies out of the swamp.
Yeah.
To put them back in the barn.
Yes. And everybody saw Rick with trying to
Maneuver
maneuver
the
the zombie, and they were like, "What in the world?" I remember T-Dot saw him first, and I was like, "What?" And they just all took off running. So, and that was when Shane was like, "This is crazy. Why are we doing this? Why are these?" And that was after they found out that the walkers were in the barn. Of course, we know that Herschel thought that they were sick and they were still people, and they needed to wait and save them for the cure, which everyone knew didn't exist. Especially since they had been to the CDC.
Yes.
So they already knew.
Yep.
And so Shane is going off the deep end, which I thought was brilliant. I mean, brilliantly done. And he lets
He did
walkers
what had
out.
to be done.
Yes, he definitely did. especially they were looking for, like he made the comment, you know, looking for a girl that we know is dead or something like that, talking about Sophia, which everybody booed and hissed him for saying, but I mean, that was what it was. And so they let the walkers out. They all started shooting. Everybody was shooting. And then it became quiet. And Herschel's on the ground crying and sobbing, blah, blah, blah. And then out comes
Sophia,
the little girl walker. And that I completely did not expect that at all. I mean, that was just a little girl walker. And she was a cute little walker.
Yeah, she was. She looked well put together.
Yeah,
somehow.
she did. Like she didn't get. I think she had a bite.
Yeah.
Here,
It wasn't like
really
a huge...
like she wasn't all. You know, maybe she was bit and ran away. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. But then turned eventually. But yeah, that was, you know, and that was the defining moment for Rick because
being the leader.
Yes, and he was in that power struggle with Shane at that time. As far as being the leader, and Shane was making all the tough decisions. I mean, like when they were kidnapped the guy and all of that. Well, not kidnapped, but we're holding him hostage. The guy from the bar, and at that moment, Rick shot Sophia.
Yes.
Right, and Shane didn't. Shane couldn't even do that. So well, we were talking that if Rick had not done that, then Shane probably would have
Taken
been
the
the leader.
leadership
Yeah,
role.
yeah.
Yes.
So that was a defining moment for him as far as being the leader, and may have changed the course of everything that they were doing, especially if Shane was the leader. So that was, I think that was one of those moments that kind of determined which way things were going to go. What else happened in season 2? You had the well walker.
They found out that Lori was pregnant.
Oh yeah, the Lori. Oh gosh.
And it was the question of
Lori.
whether it was Rick.
There was no
or
question.
Shane's.
There was no question.
We all knew it was Shane's.
That baby is Shane's baby. That baby is Shane's, and everybody knows it.
Yes.
And she's just so. Oh, I cannot stand Lori. I cannot stand her in that man's ear. And Shane was. At one point, he accepted what was going on, and then she comes slithering in, feeding him hope, getting his hopes up,
She did.
and messing them all up all over again. And then all of a sudden, you know, I want to kill Rick.
She gave very mixed messages.
Yes, she
throughout.
did. And did is that the season where Rick killed Shane?
I think so, because doesn't the season end with the
Yes.
farm getting overrun?
Yes. So, and doing all that is where, of course, the showdown between
Right.
Shane and Rick, and then Shane gets stabbed by Rick, who he, you know,
And I
loved.
Carl saw his dad cut down Shane, yes?
Carl.
Did he actually see it? I mean, he came out there, remember?
No, I don't think he saw, because he was saying I don't think he saw him kill Shane. He did not kill. See,
He was just...
because he found out, when they found out about, when Rick divulged that he killed Shane, they were all shocked, including Carl. Remember Carl was crying or something like that. So, no, Carl did not see.
He just happened to come up on them and...
Yes, because I think Carl thought that a walker bit Shane, and that's why he turned. I believe that was what he thought.
Yeah, and that's when... Wait a minute, so had they been to the CDC at that point?
Oh yeah, they'd already gone to the CDC. They'd already gone to the CDC. They went to the CDC before they got to the, wait, did they?
Why?
Yeah, they did.
Because if they did, why did he seem shocked
That he was a
that
walker.
he was a... Yeah, it was like Rick didn't expect him to be a walker after
No.
that. Because remember, he
Right.
turned his...
But I think it was more because it was Shane as seeing his, you know, his best friend, his brother, you know, I think. Because Rick already knew that. He was already told that information. But, so yeah, we lost Shane. Oh, and also lost Dale.
Yep.
Sophia. And some of Herschel. You know, we were introduced to Herschel and his family. Maggie. Beth, who... whatever. And then Otis, who died. Patricia died. That was Otis's wife. And I don't remember that boy's name. That was Beth's boyfriend.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
He didn't make it out either. So the farm was overrun. Everybody leaving. And I thought it was so funny when Daryl, at the end, when Daryl saw Carol and he was on his bike and she was standing there and he said, I ain't got all day. And then she hopped down. So everybody, you know, rode off with the exception of Andrea. She was left.
Right.
And another pivotal moment happened at the end of season 2. Michonne entered.
Oh, that was the one picture of her.
Yes, with Audrey, when Andrea fell
Yes.
or something, and she's standing there with her katana and she whips it. Yes, because she
And
killed.
and the hooded.
Yeah, she has the hoodie, she has the pets.
Mm.
So that's when we see Michonne, who was my favorite. And let's see, season 3. They are on the road for a while, find the prison, and then you got Michonne and Andrea are together, and then they go to Woodbury.
Woodbury.
Welcome to Woodbury.
With the governor.
The governor, who Andrea, you know, I fell out with Andrea because she was fooled by
She
the
took
governor.
the easy way out.
And she chose that man over Michonne.
Who had kept her safe for how long?
I
Because
think they were together 9 months. They were, I think she said 9 months they were together.
And Andrea had been sick, and
Yes.
even then Michonne did not give up on her and leave her behind, even when she said, just leave me behind, and she was throwing up and being sick, but she still
Yeah, and she
helped
took
her out.
care of her. And first time a man comes around the corner, she's leaving Michonne. Yeah. Let's see, and that was when Michonne finds the group at the prison, which I didn't like their first interactions because they were being mean to Michonne. I didn't like that.
Cautious
But-
about strangers.
Well, they kind of went overboard. But
She didn't exactly look super friendly.
Well, no, she wasn't.
Let's
but
face it.
She had a bullet wound. I mean, she had a bullet wound. Oh, and that was the showdown with Merle too.
Yes.
When they did the what do you call it? The biter grab.
Yes.
Oh, let's see. And then you have the different attacks on Woodbury, the prison, da da da. And Laurie goes down, right?
Yes.
Yes.
In the prison,
Finally.
having the baby.
Yes. The baby was cut out of her and she went down finally. And then Carl had to put her down after that. Let's see who. Oh, and they met the new prisoners. And I fell in love with Rick. I already loved Daryl, but I fell in love with Rick.
After the mental breakdown or before?
Well, pre-breakdown, when they were clearing out the prison right in the beginning.
Oh, when you
And-
took Herschel's leg off.
No. I
No.
forgot about, there's a, no.
Oh.
When that prisoner Thomas was trying to pull a fast one.